Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited about today's video because I have not tested out a new foundation in what seems like forever, and I am a complexion junkie, so I'm pretty hyped about today's video. This is the foundation in question. It's the Morphe Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. I got PR. I can't remember the last time I got Morphe PR, which is very interesting. I got this and the Sweet Oasis palette, which I might be using on my eyes today. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I was like, oh, okay, cool. This is the inside of the box. Makeup by Shayla is kind of like the face of this foundation, and she looks absolutely beautiful. Danessa Myricks did her makeup, which is amazing. I love Danessa Myricks, and her actual makeup products are amazing. I have some of her stuff. Top notch. They sent me 3 foundation shades, a sponge, and a brush. The foundation shades, they, I guess, guessed based off of seeing me on social media. We're gonna find out if any of these match me. I have no idea. There's also a sponge. It's kind of like one of those like velvety, what is it? Microfiber beauty sponge. Interesting. And then there's a E63 wide angle foundation brush. I'm reading all of this upside down. I'm so proud of myself. So this is what the brush looks like. Very interesting. I like this brush, but you guys, I have like this weird thing about like washing brushes before I use it. So I'm probably gonna use like my own makeup brush. Don't hate me, just because I forgot to wash this before I sat down to film. I flat ironed my hair today, and this is what's happening. I'm going to educate myself a little bit on the foundation just so I know what to expect. So it's the Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. It's an oil-free skincare infused foundation that delivers a natural finish for healthy looking skin, has hyaluronic acid and vitamin E, pore blurring pigments, natural buildable coverage, long wear, sweat proof, transfer proof, wow, okay, free of oils, fragrance, and parabens, hallelujah, and it's a luxe formula crafted in Italy, available in 40 shades, $20. I will swatch, I guess, all 3 shades on my cheeks so you guys can see all the colors, I guess, that I have. I only have 3 colors, but let's get started. So these are the 3 shades that they sent me. It is light 4, light 5, and light 6. Okay, interesting. So let me go ahead and swatch them in order, like 4, 5, 6 on my cheek so you guys can see. This right here is shade light 4. Okay, I actually have hope for these shades. I didn't even use my finger, but this is shade light 5. Let me go back into light 4 with my finger. Okay, and then we have light 6. I'm kind of between these two. I feel like I'm gonna go in with light 4, the lightest one, just because I feel like that looks closest to my skin without being like too like warm. So let's try 4. If it's too fair or too light, maybe we'll mix in a little bit of the other shades. I don't have on like a specific primer. I just have the Stila One Step like corrector just to kind of even out my skin tone a little bit, but this doesn't like add any like mattifying, pore filling, or hydrating properties really. So I'm not really going to use like a primer today, so I can see how the foundation works out. So here it is. It's really nice. It's like a frosted glass bottle. Feels nice. The pump's nice. I'm going to use this Anissa blending brush for this side of my face, and then I'm going to try a sponge on the other side to see. So I'm going to do kind of like 1 pump to start with. So it doesn't like really smell like anything. It has like a very faint like foundation scent, but like not very strong at all. It's nice. Coverage looks like it's a medium and does have like a really nice like natural finish to it. I am gonna build it up a little bit. My brush is quite like a dense kabuki brush, so it definitely does like move the foundation around a lot. I like how it looks. It's not like overly like wet feeling or matte. I'm gonna go in with a little bit more. It looks really nice. I thought it would have a little bit more coverage. We'll try with the sponge, but I still see a lot of my skin peeking through, like blemishes and like little freckles and moles and stuff. It doesn't bother me because honestly, like I don't always want like full coverage. I can like do spot concealing. It does look really pretty on the skin. I feel like it has a little bit of that olive that like matches my neck really well. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm gonna do the other side with the sponge. Maybe I'll like the sponge a lot more. I feel like I'm not gonna get a lot of coverage with the sponge. I don't know, the sponge, it always blends nicely, but you just don't get enough coverage. Like my sponge just kind of soaked it all in, and I'm out of foundation already. Actually really liking how it like applies with the sponge because it looks even more skin-like than the brush side. I like, look at that. It's so pretty, like smooth. I'm gonna take a little bit of foundation and just go over top the brush side just to kind of blend everything in, add a little bit more coverage, seamless. I did review the last Morphe foundation that came out. I'll put it in the little eye above me. But yeah, I reviewed that one. I feel like I liked it in that video, and then I tried it like a couple more times and I was like really like on the fence with it. Some days it looked really cakey and dry, and some days was like fine. Kind of reminded me of like the L'Oreal Infallible like Pro Matte Foundation, but like a little bit even more matte than that. I don't know. This is just like going based off what I'm remembering, but I just really never picked up that foundation again like to use. So I don't know, but this one, I mean, it looks really pretty. I think oh my God, the color. It's good. Normally in my makeup routine, I'll like do some cream contouring, but just in case I have like a bad cream contour day, I don't want that to affect like the foundation. So I am gonna go straight into some concealer. Actually, let me put the light down a little. Is that better? Can you see my skin a little bit better? Anyway, so this is the foundation. It looks really nice. If I get really nitpicky and like look really up close, there are like certain areas on my face that look makeup or like a little bit dry, but again, I can play with this foundation, go in with like hydrating bases, different primers, things like that. We'll know like when I'm done with like my whole face and how it holds up, because usually at this stage a lot of foundations don't look amazing. So yeah, with that said, let's move on. I feel like I need a new concealer to fall in love with, because I'm so bored of my concealers. I am gonna go into the Colourpop Pretty Fresh just so I can stick with like the hydrating theme. I don't want to go like too full coverage and have like an awkward like full coverage under eye and everything else is like medium. I'm gonna mix two colors together. I definitely think that this foundation did oxidize like a hair, but not like orange. It just kind of got a little bit darker, like a hair darker. It still looks really good. Like I can get away with this. It does have like a little bit more like yellow in there. If it like pulled back on the yellow by like 1%, I think it would have been really good. But this is definitely something I can get away with very easily. These little flyaways, I am about to pluck them all out of my head. This is the face. I'm going to set it with the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. Gosh, I look like a vampire. I need some bronzer. It looks fine. I don't really have any complaints about it. It's not like blowing my mind either. I feel like a lot of times when something new comes out and I watch like reviews and people like love it, I go into it thinking I should love it too. And that's never the case. Like that's why I kind of like avoided watching videos about this foundation. Just I happened to watch people's stories where they were like, oh, by the way, the new foundation is amazing. And I was like, all right, we'll see. We'll find out for ourselves. But yeah, I like to make up my own mind. This is my face set with powder. I feel like my face looks like a little thirsty for it being like a hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, like hydrating, like whatever. I feel like, I mean, obviously like I'm somebody who would set my face with powder regardless of the foundation, just because that's me and that's my personal preference. And I feel like foundation should work well with like a translucent powder. My forehead looks like really dry in this area up here. My cheeks look fine, like my nose, it's not like fading or like patchy or weird anywhere else, but I can tell there's some areas of my face where it just doesn't look like it's smooth. I don't know, usually a lot of foundations, the more you wear it, it kind of settles on your skin, your natural oils kind of play a part, and it just looks a lot more like seamless. A lot of foundations that I love don't look amazing in the first like application, like or the first hour of wearing it. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna test this out. However, I just wanted to let you guys know how it's looking on my skin, and it's good. It looks fine. I don't hate it. I don't want to wash it off immediately. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna take my Jouer Suntan Sunlight Bronzer and finally just warm up the skin because I need it desperately. I'm gonna grab some blush from the Lunar Beauty blush palette. I literally put my entire brush in this palette and just grab everything. I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'm using the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Pencil and Brow Power Filler, both in Universal Taupe. Also, I made that little spot a beauty mark because it just wasn't getting covered. For a highlighter, I'm going into the Milk Makeup Lit Highlight. Absolutely beautiful highlighter. And I'm going to apply a little to my cheeks. this is my complexion complete. What do you guys think? I think besides like that dry spot on my forehead, the rest of the face looks really nice. Didn't do anything weird when I was like blending stuff into it. Coverage actually doesn't look too bad like once I have the rest of my makeup on. Next time I use this foundation, I will probably go in with like more of a hydrating base, or maybe after I powder my face, just give it like a quick little spritz of something to add some moisture back, just because, you know, powder does dry out the skin a little bit, especially like the weather right now. It's like really dry in my house too, and as you can tell, like the little frizzies and stuff. But I think overall doesn't look bad. I don't want to do like a crazy eye look or anything because I don't want to get like fallout and have to deal with that. Plus it's not an eyeshadow tutorial video. We're focusing on foundation. However, I still do want to try this Morphe Sweet Oasis palette, but it does have like really pretty neutrals in it that we can dip into. This color Sandbar is so freaking pretty. I'm gonna add that to my crease. Oh, I'm just gonna do like a simple eyeshadow look. Scared me at first, but blended with absolute ease. This Sweet Oasis collection, actually, Karen, I Love Sarahi, I think that's how you say it. She was kind of like the face of it. So that's really, really cool too, that they're kind of collabing with influencers to be like the face of collections, as opposed to like collabing with influencers to make a collection. I think it's kind of cool to be like the face of something too. But anyways, so this is a really beautiful color. Just gonna add a little bit more to deepen it up. With my finger, I'm gonna take Champagne on Ice because this color just looks absolutely gorgeous. I'm gonna tap this on my lid. I think that this definitely, if you kind of like wet it with a brush, it'll be really, really intense, but I kind of really like that soft golden look. Just to do something a little bit different and hopefully I don't get fallout, I'm gonna go into Secret Lagoon, which is this really like blackened teal emeraldy shade. Angled brush. I'm going to do like a shadow wing with that green. I think it'll look really, really pretty and different. Yeah, I'm really scared. I really hope I don't get fallout because that'll just no. That was really pigmented. I tapped off as much as I can. I'm gonna start really slow and just stamp this on my eye. I'm gonna kind of start creating a little wing, the shape I want to do. It's actually really pretty. I always enjoyed most of the Morphe eyeshadows that I've tried throughout my life. However, I think the one thing that just keeps me from like reaching for them is how large the palettes are sometimes, and like storing them, kind of forget about it, or you put palettes on top of it and it's just like so big that it's just not convenient. God, my stomach just growled. I am getting a teeny bit of fallout on my face. Hopefully I can brush that away without leaving marks. But this is beautiful. This is gorgeous. I love the wing. I love the color of the wing. I'm just so scared to like play with it and blend it out because I'm getting like a little bit of fallout on my face. Next time I'm doing the eyes first. Love the wing. This looks so freaking pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go into this shade right here. It's called Cabana Time. And is this gonna be too dark? This might be too dark, but I'm gonna pop this in the inner corners of my eyes. It's kind of like a taupey metallic. Yeah, I think it's a little too dark for the inner corner. I'm gonna go into this shade actually. I think, why not? It's called Saltwater Dip. It's a matte kind of Tiffany blue shade. And I'm gonna put that on the inner corner of my eyes because there are no rules. I think it'll look kind of cool. Maybe a pop of color, perhaps. Oh, looks okay, cool. I love how I said, I'm not gonna do anything crazy or colorful, you know, it's just gonna be like really simple and easy. I'm gonna go into Island Hop, which is like the metallic shade next to it, just to kind of add a little bit more color. Ooh, all right, not bad. I don't hate it. For my lower lash line, I'm just taking a little bit of Sandbar. I don't wanna do too much down here, but this is just gonna add a little something something, so it's not bare. I feel like this is straight up silver, but I want like a really bright highlight for the brow bone, and I think Champagne on Ice was the lightest. I don't know. We'll see. This might work just fine. Silver and gold, why not? Mixed metals. I am actually really enjoying this palette. I'm gonna have to come back to it and explore and play with more colors like those pinks and purples. Let me go add some mascara. I'll be right back. I used the NARS mascara and I actually ended up lining my waterline with the Colourpop Catsuit eyeliner, and actually really like that a lot. This look came out a lot more fun than I was expecting to go. I like it a lot. Lastly, to finish off the look, we have lips, and the Sweet Oasis collection actually came with some lip glosses. So I'm thinking of using one of these with maybe a lip liner. These are the gloss colors, actually really pretty. I'm kind of looking at this like first one. I'm just curious if it's like pigmented or more sheer. Ooh, it's kind of just like a really pretty like golden. Okay, I like that. I'm gonna line my lips with the M Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Kitten. I love these. So lips are lined. I'm gonna go into the gloss. It's called Shimmy. The gloss does have kind of like a sweet scent to it. That's actually really pretty. It makes your lips look very, very juicy. I like that. It's not sticky, but it has like a, it's not thick either, but it's thick enough where I know it's not gonna just like disappear in 2 seconds. That's really cute. Here's kind of like a final little close-up on what my skin looks like at the moment. I think it looks really good overall, especially from far away. Like it looks really nice, really pretty, flawless. I like the color. I do think like when I look up close, this area on my forehead just kind of looks a little dry and separated, but that could also be me. Like I was like moving my flyaways a lot, so I probably did that to myself. I do think everywhere else on my face looks pretty good for the most part. I don't have any complaints. I really like how the rest of my makeup came out too. Like this is really pretty. I'm gonna have to play with that palette again. I quite enjoyed it, and I love the gloss. My lips look so extra juicy. I'm gonna wear my foundation all day. I mean, it's a really late start to the day, so it's not going to be like a 14-hour wear test, but I think I'll understand the premise of this foundation within a few hours. So I will insert clips of how my makeup looks and at the end of the day. I don't know when that is, but at the end of the day, I have really high hopes for this foundation. I hope that it works out. I mean, it looks really pretty right now, so we'll find out. That is everything. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Let me know if you've tried this foundation, how it works on your skin, what products do you use with it, like primers that you love, all that jazz. Let me know. I'm always interested to hear from you guys. And as usual, don't forget to follow me on all of my Instagrams to just kind of stay connected with me because I'm always posting on there. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want, and also hit that little bell so you're notified when I post a new video. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!